Yes, the vibe say.
Greetings, massive. Wagwan, Jamaica.
Wayne Hall, you're not easy at all. You're not easy at all.
To others, people around you, everyone is suffering now, telling me you love life with no respect for others. But your people evade you, you just abuse and abuse them. It will come knocking on your door. Say, karma will blow your mind. Hey, karma. What goes around comes back around. Yeah. Karma. Say, at judgment time, you have no credibility. Oh no. Don't blame the fire when your body get burned. A long time you did I want you, but you never did learn. Fire, fire so hot, the heat arise. But no matter how you ball, no one hear you cry. Rivet it again. Karma. It will come knocking at your door. Say, karma will blow your mind. Hey. Karma. What goes around, come back around, yes. Karma. Hey, hey, at judgment time, you have no credibility. No. Telling you again. Telling you again. We must get together at just one love. One love, one love. Each one hate the other. Hey. So when you come down, we can't. So far as they on ya. So far as they on ya. Hungry belly. Them just grab it, take it. Karma. Say it come knocking at your door. Say karma will blow your mind. Hey, karma will bring you down. Say hey, karma. Hey, hey. Say are you judgment time? Karma. Live for others as you live for yourself. Karma. Whoa, telling you it. Karma. Where you are go to, where you are go to now. Karma. Yeah. Are your judgment time?
That's right. Are your judgment time? Karma. Yeah, man. Good evening and welcome to this edition of the Wayne Hall Show right here on your radio on another Hump Day edition. What a pleasure to be here, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to shout out everybody checking out the show so far. I'm here busy sharing the show. I hope you are sharing it too. Yes, I hope you are sharing the show too. Yes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, great show lined up for you tonight. We got lots of music. And you know, I got all the great quality new music, rising stars and legends. We got them all right here on the Wayne Hall Show. So yeah, man, we're going to do it tonight right here on the Wayne Hall Show. Want to say a big shout out to Linkage listeners, Linkage Radio 101.7, 104.5 FM. And also want to say a big shout out to all my listeners on HypeFM, Frankie Lex and the crew. How are you? Oh, man. Good. Yes, Frankie, big up down there in Macon. All right, big shout out to ClarkeTVNetwork, Chester Clark. I see you. Yes. Yeah. Viscosity Blend. Yeah. Viscosity Blend. Rupee Tea. What's good, my brother? Heard you rocking the place last night on the Wayne Hall Network. Island Worldwide, a pleasant evening to the Sutherlands, and a happy birthday shout out to the birthday boy. Happy birthday, Gary. If I could sing like China, I would sing for you too, but I'll leave the singing to China. Right, Gary? I'm sure you would prefer China do the singing, all right? So happy birthday, Gary. All right. I want to shout out reggaevibesradio.com, everyone on Reggae Vibes Radio. I want to shout out Yardflow TV, Energy Radio 1. All right. Big up yourself, Mr. Jerry Clark. How are you, man? The happiest retiree on the planet. All right. Energy Radio 1, Mr. Fenton Troy and the crew. How are you up there in the NYC and the world, for that matter, that listens to Energy Radio? And big up to you and your audience. YouChooseRadiocom.com. Big up to the family at You Choose Radio. Good to be a part of your movement. Fresh FM Radio, London. Bless up, Rudy Page and the crew. And I want to shout out everyone who's watching. All right. If you're on Mixcloud, hello. And let me just jump on over to Mixcloud and see what's going on over here. Yeah. I see you. Hello on Mixcloud. Good evening and welcome. All right. There's your welcome message on Mixcloud. Good to have someone over there. All right. Then I'm going to say hello on Restream. I see I have a few over here on Restream. All right. Good to see you. Beautiful. Nice. All right. And then also YouTube. Let's jump on over to YouTube. Yeah, we got a couple viewers on YouTube as well. So big shout out to you over there on YouTube. Now, IG, I got a shout out. Let me see if I can shout out my IG people individually this evening. I have Imar Shepherd. I'm good, my brother. I like to say, Imar Shepherd, you shall not want. Good evening to you. All right. Susu with love. Hello, Susu with love. All right. Black Queen N. Hello. Reds. Big up. That's my IG family so far. Okay. So big up to everyone that's listening, man, and hearing the voice of Wayne Hall right now. Glad you all made it. Happy you did. And you know what? The good vibes continue.
Oh, yeah. Majestic N6K Studio. Ooh. They want a piece of me, but they can't have me. I won't go that easily.
Brand new music.
Making moves with no explanation.
Hey.
Old heads having their conversations.
Daniel John.
Because they know that we made it. They got a bone to pick with me. They told me cut my hair if you wanna get a job, and talk a different way if you want quicker responses. Trying to bring me down but yet demanding progress. What else do you want from me? That's why I don't run. Stop signs and I stay.
Brand new music from Daniel.
Oh yeah.
Brand new. This one called Don't Lie. Don't Run. Sorry, Don't Run.
Ooh. They want a piece of me,
Reality talk.
but they can't have me. I won't go that easily. Yeah. Making moves with no explanation.
Hey.
Old heads having their conversations. Me and Marvin, cause they know that we made it. They got a bone to pick with me. They told me cut my hair if you wanna get a job, and talk a different way if you want quicker responses. Trying to bring me down but yet demanding progress. What else do you want from me? That's why I don't run.
That's right.
Signs,
Tell
and
him.
stay warm at all times. Cause when you see the flashlights, that's when it all goes down. And that is why I don't run the stop signs, and I stay warm at all times. Cause when you see the flashlights, that's when it all goes down. Oh, can't even walk down the street, they always watching. The cycle always repeating in the morning. One goes down, gather round. CNN is on it now, they shot him down. I could never think that it won't happen to me. When they took Breonna Taylor deep in the sleep, I can tell the hatred must be running deep inside you, but yet you wanna blame it on me. Whoa, whoa. Just because I'm young and I'm black and I'm free. That's why I don't run the stop signs, and I stay woke at all times. Cause when you see the flashlights, that's when it all goes down. And that is why I don't run the stop signs, and I stay woke at all times. Cause when you see the flashlights, that's when it all goes down. Oh yeah. I don't move like how you think most do. They ask me where I've been at, I say right where I'm supposed to. Now let me tell you I'm the realest, it's embedded in the flesh. Take the trophy home, then it's on to the next one. People think I'm older just because of my expression. I'ma be great, I'm not taking nothing less. I'm not taking nothing less. Oh yeah. That's why I don't run the stop signs, and I stay woke at all times. Cause when you see the flashlights, that's when it all goes down. And that is why I don't run the stop signs, and I stay woke at all times. Cause when you see the flashlights, that's when it all goes down. Oh.
To the nitty gritty end. Don't run. Big tune. Daniel John. Get it on all digital platforms, ladies and gentlemen. And here's another one you can get while you're at it. Because what would we be without some fireworks? That's right.
It was you.
Yeah, man.
And when that happens, it's a vibe we rock, a love for magic. And I know you were the one. True love is so hard to find. Don't worry about a thing, you'll see the sign. Just feel it, just feel it, just feel it, just feel it. Your heartbeat has its own mind. Doesn't think about the day or time. It knows, it just knows, it just knows.
Sing now. It's like welcome, Jamie Anderson.
You are listening to the Wayne Hall Show. Consistent, reliable, and dependable. You are listening.
It's like fireworks.
Camel, swim through. This is my prayer. This is my prayer. Oh, Jaja, I'm crying.
From China, Nicole Fireworks into King Tub. Prayer, the man said this is his prayer. Let's go.
Oppressor, see the face of Jah. Easier, camel, swim through. This is my prayer. This is my prayer.
I tell you what, I just wish Gary Sutherland a happy birthday. And what better to play for him than the songbird China Nicole Fireworks. Happy birthday, Gary. Also want to say a big birthday shout out to another member of the team, DJ VJ Smiles over at youchooseradio.com. Happy birthday to you, sir. Hope you're full joy in your Earth Strong. Enjoying the vibes on the Wayne Hall Show. Big shout out to Upton Williams Sr. Says he loves, all right. Says that's a nice rhythm by China Nicole. Laviluja, bless up yourself. Congrats on the album, my brother. Hopton Williams, big up. First Lady Michelle, welcome. Good to see you. Also want to shout out Rollin John. I don't know what you're thanking me for, Rollin. All right. Okay. Christine Rendell, what's up? Oh, you're blocked from commenting? Oh, my goodness. I hate to hear that, Natalie, but you know what, girl? Hey, we'll do the work, all right? You can comment later. All right, bless up again. Singer Irie, big up yourself. All right. To everyone checking us out right now. King Tub, big up. All right. Here we go. From the top, King Tub says this is his prayer. One more time.
This is my prayer.
Woo!
This is my prayer. Oh, Jaja, I'm crying out to you. Jaja set me to rise for a perfect occasion to show more love in the world. And I know I must rise for a perfect occasion to show more love in the world. And I know I must stand for a perfect occasion to teach more love in the world. There's so many people been abused and refused, and the leaders lose the rise and pass. There's so many children been neglected from school. Their food and their raiment can't buy. Still the leaders close the rise and pass. Jaja set me to rise for a perfect occasion to show more love in the world. And I know I must rise for a perfect occasion to show more love in the world. And I know I must stand for a perfect occasion to teach more love in the world. Said I'm one of the victims who was hurt last time when the oppressor ran away with the cash. He ran so fast like a white belly rat. No one ever saw him again. For 13 long years, blood, sweat and tears, still the leaders close the rise and pass. Jaja set me to rise for a perfect occasion to show more love in the world.
Easier. You are listening to the Wayne Hall Show, where information meets music.
This is my prayer. Oh, Jaja, I'm crying out to you. Jaja set me to rise for a perfect occasion to show more love in the world. And I know I must rise for a perfect occasion to show more love in the world. And I know I must stand for a perfect occasion to teach more love in the world. There's so many people been abused and refused, and the leaders lose the rise and pass. There's so many children been neglected from school. Their food and their raiment can't buy. Still the leaders close the rise and pass. Jaja set me to rise for a perfect occasion to show more love in the world.
That's right, a big tune from the man King Tub.
For a perfect.
Yeah, man, big bad. We love it. We love it. The prayer. That's right. Also got brand new music from Anthony Malvo. Slowing it down a little bit. The album called Matured. The man is right here in the ATL. But he's all over the place now, man.
I can count the time I almost say what's on my mind, but I didn't.
Woo!
No, I didn't.
Sing out, Malvo.
And just the other day, I wrote down all the things I'll say, but I couldn't. No, I couldn't. Baby, I
been wondering.
Yeah.
Oh, so here goes nothing. In case you didn't know, baby, I'm crazy about you.
Put up the tune! Put up the tune!
One more time from the top, Mr. Malvo.
Yeah, I can count the time I almost say what's on my mind, but I didn't. No, I didn't. And just the other day, I wrote down all the things I'd say, but I couldn't. No, I couldn't. Baby, I know that you've been wondering.
All right, let me say this right now. I'm on too many platforms for Facebook to stop you from enjoying the Wayne Hall Show. If you're having issues on Facebook, let me just remind you, I'm on Instagram as well. You might not, as a matter of fact, you'll see me too. You just won't see my guests on Zoom. But if you want to see all that, I'm on Restream. Look up the Wayne Hall Show. I'm on, let me look through the list here. I'm on Mixcloud. Go to Mixcloud. I'm over on Mixcloud. You know what? Let me drop the link to Mixcloud on my Facebook page. So those are for you on Facebook. If you're having any issues, you can continue watching the Wayne Hall Show. All right? We're not going to take that Facebook drama. We got too many options for you to see me for them to shut you down. So I'm going to drop the Mixcloud feed right now in my Facebook chat. All right? Okay, let's take this one again. Anthony Malvo.
Baby, I'm crazy about you. And I would be lying if I said that I could live this life without you. Even though I don't tell you all the time, you had my heart a long, long time ago. In case you didn't know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The way you look tonight, that second glass of wine, that did it. That did it. There was something about the taste, girl, it did me in. It got me thinking. Oh, it got me thinking. All the things that I've been feeling. It's time you hear them. In case you didn't know, baby, I'm crazy about you. And I would be lying if I said that I could live this life without you. Even though I don't tell you all the time, you had my heart a long, long time ago. In case you didn't know, you got all of me. I belong to you. Yeah, you're my everything. In case you didn't know, I'm crazy about you. I would be lying if I said that I could live this life without you. Even though I don't tell you all the time. Love at first sight, you caught me by surprise. You open up my eyes. Heaven is when I'm with you. Even angels cry and sing songs of freedom too. Heaven rain.
Slovakia, tell them. Hello, Andrea Brown McNeish, how are you?
But it's love I have inside. It's the right for you. Heaven rain when I'm with you. The angels cry and sing songs of freedom too. For nothing. I've searched this world all over just to find someone to complete me. But you was just in time. Girl, you relaxed my mind. Baby, you'll find your enough alive.
You're not easy at all.
When I'm with you, even angels cry and sing songs of freedom too. Heaven rains. When I'm with you, even the sun shines brighter. Oh baby, brighter for me.
The Wayne Hall Show, consistent, reliable, and dependable.
Would you dance if I asked you to dance?
Would you?
Would you run?
Yes, Imar! Imar Shepherd, he shall not want. Let's go.
Would you cry if you saw me crying?
Got a shout out, JC. Welcome, JC. I can be your hero. By Imar Shepherd.
If I touch your lips, would you laugh? Oh, please tell me this. No, would you die for the one you loved? Only
you're not easy at all.
I can be
One of the two.
Let me also mention you can find me on YouTube, Mixcloud, Instagram. So if Facebook is acting weird, follow me on those pages, man. Let's go.
Never look back. Would you cry?
Hey!
If you saw me crying, would you save
my soul tonight? Sing with me.
Would you tremble?
Would you?
If I touch your lips,
oh,
would you laugh?
oh,
please tell me this. No, would you die for the one you loved? Only in your arms tonight. I can be your hero, baby.
Hi, Shernet. How are you? Welcome. Good evening to Janice O'Shea. Big tuning up. Woo!
I just wanna hold you. I just wanna hold you. Oh yeah. Am I in too deep? Have I lost my mind, babes? Well, I don't care. You're here tonight. I can be your hero, baby. I can kiss away the pain. I will stand by you forever. You can't take my breath away. I can be your hero, baby. I can be your hero. I can be your hero.
Have mercy. What a vibe. What an energy on the Wayne Hall show this evening. And ladies and gentlemen, I had to get through that music. And now we got Mr. Anthony Turner, hot on the burner. And because we've kind of played music into some of Anthony's time, Anthony, I want to welcome you right away. I won't play the intro this evening. Let's just get to it. How are you?
Yes, everything is great. How is everything on your end?
All is well, Mr. Anthony. And I'm just rounding up my mouth. You got your full quota this evening still.
Yeah. So, you heard what is happening in Jamaica at Oberlin High School?
No.
Boy, I don't know what to make of it because I saw a video circulating on social media sometime around midday today, and it showed students at Oberlin High School. Some of them in a trance, or they, like they're possessed by demons, and it's all female students. I mean, we're talking about maybe 10, 12 of them who were just, they're possessed and they're in spirit. And so, with Jamaica, a lot of times you see videos circulating, and sometimes you don't know if it's an old video, if it's from Africa. Sometimes these videos come from all over, and then you hear it's Jamaica when it may not be. But it was, when I went on the Gleaner site, the story was a real story.
Oh wow!
And it happened at prayer. I guess when I had prayer this morning, and it's kind of unexplained. A lot of the songs now coming out of Jamaica, they're talking about demons and people talking about gathering and all kind of things. And so I don't know what is happening, and it seems like this is not the first time it has happened in Jamaica, because I saw two other videos. One of them is at a primary school in Jamaica, and they were talking about the kids being possessed. And I mean, what type of behavior it is. When you ever see people who take Molly or any of those drugs, and they're in a trance, and they're just, they're shaking uncontrollably, and it's a cause for concern. So I don't know what is happening. There's a voice note attached to the thing from apparently one of the teachers was asking people to pray for the kids at Oberlin. So one person apparently died. Apparently one of the students had to be rushed to the hospital, and that student died.
I hope they didn't. I hope they didn't. What you call that now? Like you would put the drug in their, I hope they weren't drugged or something like that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, because it's all female students. It was happening. So, and the male students were there trying to assist them, and it's, I don't know. Let me bring it to the listeners' attention. If you go on the Gleaner website, you'll see
It's
You see
almost
the
everywhere
report.
now. I'm looking at it
Yeah.
on loop. A bizarre,
Mm-hmm.
and I quote, a bizarre incident on Wednesday at Oberlin High School in which a number of students reportedly fainted after a devotional exercise forced the early dismissal of classes at the West Rural St. Andrew Institution. The incident was reported to the Ministry of Education and Youth. And it says several videos have gone viral of students, mostly girls, screaming and acting uncontrollably. In one video, some schoolgirls were on the ground with their eyes closed while moving abnormally, quote unquote, and screaming. A schoolboy was also noticed displaying similar behavior while sitting on a chair. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm glad you brought that to our attention.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. You know, we always try to stay on top of the news as it happens, and if I'm on, then I'm gonna share it. So yeah, so that's just something happened. That happened today, as you said. In other news, another big story, this time kind of musically related. Veteran reggae singer Leroy Sibbles, as you know, he has been around for a long time, and I saw a video circulating this past weekend where he has taken Tough Gong to task for being involved in Sirius XM's relocation of the joint channel, which was one of the popular channels on the network, in favor of the Bob Marley Tough Gong Radio, which we had heard. Tough Gong Radio, it's an exclusive year-round channel dedicated to the music of Bob Marley and all the other artists on the Tough Gong record label. In fact, it was December 2020 that Sirius XM launched the Bob Marley Tough Gong Radio and relocated the joint from channel 42 to channel 722, where it can be heard on the Sirius XM app and on the SiriusXM.com website, but unfortunately it cannot be picked up by car radio, which is where many of the subscribers listen to the platform. And according to Sibbles, the move was made the exclusion of all reggae musicians, including some of the very old and infirm legends who are no longer able to perform. And they apparently relied on royalties from the audio entertainment company's channels to support themselves. So Leo was actually saying that, since they move and have the Tough Gong Radio, that he hasn't really been getting any royalties because, they've been playing predominantly Marley and Marley related products. So I thought that was an interesting story that broke. And another story it's a story that I have that's published in the Gleaner yesterday. Talks about veteran producer Noel Brownie, a member of the 70s sibling group, the Brownie Bunch, which included Glenn, who he's the oldest brother, and he played with Ziggy Marley and Taras Riley and a whole bunch of other artists. Then there's Danny Brownie, who was at one of them. He had his own label, and I think some of the artists like Richie Stevens and Goofy and Red Rat, all of them, Main Street Records, I think it was named. Yeah, he was behind that. Then there's Clevie Brownie from Clevie, Steely and Clevie fame. And then there's the late Dalton Brownie, who was the musical director for Freddie McGregor. Apparently the funeral will be on Friday, October 28th in the United Kingdom. And Noel, he had worked with Freddie McGregor, Dennis Brown, Gregory Isaacs for many years before he migrated to the UK nearly 2 decades ago, where he continued to produce beats for numerous reggae, dancehall, and Afrobeat artists. And prior to his passing, he had actually been working on a project with a UK reggae singer, Cornell Sunbeam Campbell. And I can tell you that Sunbeam sounds a lot like Jackie. I heard a few of the tracks that he has produced. And
wow.
Yeah, man, very talented singer. And
Cool.
Finally, as you know, Blue and Bougie happens on the 13th of November. And Niger Boy, I think I mentioned it.
Yes.
It's been confirmed.
Okay.
So, boy, I tell you, it's been really, since we've been focusing on Niger Boy, he's really been getting a a lot of positive feedback. Chris Brown, R&B singer Chris Brown, he actually endorsed him. Dexter Daps invited him to perform twice at concerts in Brooklyn and Connecticut. So, yeah, man, he's making the rounds, and he's a blind singer. People are calling him the Stevie Wonder of reggae. So, just thought I'd mention that.
Awesome.
Yes, so lots of stuff happening in music and reggae.
Great. Well, thank you, Mr. Turner. Again, the breaking news: Oberlin High School dismissed early. Thanks for sharing that with the Wayne Hall Show this evening.
All right. Yeah, man, you take care.
Take it easy, brother. Have a good one. All right, Mr. Anthony Turner. Love when he's hot on the burner, because he's going to bring something, and I'm always prepared to be a learner. Oh, boy. Hey, I'm laughing at myself, all right? I'm just laughing at myself. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we got a serious topic coming up, because breast cancer is no joke. And we have a survivor that's going to talk to us later on. Her name is Beatrice Paul. She's also an author, and she's an entrepreneur. She's in the finance business. So she's got a lot to share. But most importantly, during this Breast Cancer Awareness Month, she's going to share with us about her journey and her fight against breast cancer. So I look forward to that. Before that, Spicy Restaurant has got something great going on down there this weekend for Halloween, man. They're going to be on to just talk a little bit about that as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, lots of good stuff coming your way. Don't go anywhere. Please stay right here with us, all right?
Celebrate Christmas 2022 in fine style at the Mikey Sparkle Christmas Party, an all-inclusive dinner and dance affair. Saturday, December 17 at the fabulous Grand Palais Banquet Hall, 3540 Club Drive, Lawrenceville, Georgia, 30044. Doors open at 8 p.m. Dinner at 10. Live performance from the legendary Lukey D.
When your legs don't work like they used to before.
Backed by the SWAT Band, Bugsy Bam Bam, DJ Carlton, and DJ Cold Rice on the ones and twos. Admission 60. Sound by First Love. Catering by Jay's Caribbean Cuisine. Tickets at MikeySparkleOnline.com. Park proceeds to the United Friends of Highgate St. Mary. December 17. Grand Palais Banquet Hall. The Mikey Sparkle Christmas Party 2022. Have a sparkling Christmas. Don't miss it. A Mikey Sparkle production.
Introducing A Long Way, the brand new album by reggae legend Errol Moore. A Long Way features the big hit song Karma.
Karma will get you every time.
The title track A Long Way.
Came a long way, and we still got a ways to go.
Reasons to Love.
Mama gave me every reason to love.
Rastafarian Soldier.
In the army of Jah, I live. In the army of Jah, I reign.
And many more, including Can't Make You Love Me, Wide Awake in a Dream, I Like You, and Let the Music Play. Let the Music Play by purchasing your copy of the brand new album by Errol Moore, A Long Way, available on all digital platforms. You can also visit islandgroove.com.
You are listening to The Wayne Hall Show, where information meets music, meets music, meets music.
Baby, no one didn't tell you was to roam the streets. But that's what happened when the rubber dubbing gets sweet. You lock so tight, you don't even know when it's the morning. The music's so right, you don't even care about the dawning now. How does it feel to have been on jamming. How does it feel to have been on the ballroom floor? Or do you feel like you wanna rock some more? For a strictly rubber dub for sure. And the dub and the wax, yeah Lord. Yeah now, yeah now, yeah now. Wine for me baby, oh Lord. Wine for me darling, yo yeah. Wine for me baby, yo yeah. Wine for me baby.
Sound of Keith Cole.
Oh Lord, wine for me darling.
From the album Rock With Me. Let's go.
Yo yeah, wine for me baby. Hey, no one didn't tell you was to roam the streets, yeah. But that's what happened when the rubber dubbing gets sweet. You lock so tight, you don't even know when it's the morning. The music's so right, you don't even care about the dawning. Hey now, how does it feel to have been on the ballroom floor? Or do you feel like you woulda rock some more? For a strictly rubber dub for sure. And the dub and the wax, yeah Lord. No one didn't tell you was to roam the streets, yeah. But that's what happened when the rubber dubbing gets sweet. You lock so tight, you don't even know when it's morning. The music's so right, you don't even care about the dawning. Hey now, how does it feel to have been on the ballroom floor?
Shout out to Carmen
Or
Williams.
do you feel like you woulda rock some more?
Shout out to Alana John.
Strictly rubber dub for sure.
Alana, you missed the big tune.
The dub and the wax,
Prayer.
hello, yeah now. How does it feel to have been on the ballroom floor? Or do you feel like you would rock?
Baby, home and away from your love. I need your love, yeah. Book a girl when me say me rate, but she say me a waste her time. And if we set a date, and me turn up late, she asks me if me don't know time. I wanna give my all to you, but all you do is argue every time. Oh baby, come on. How can I love you if you're so far away? And how can I show you that this was meant to be? I gave you everything, my heart and my ring, but you're so far away. Girl, you're so far away. Oh babe, girl, the reason why I'm here is to prove myself to you. And all I want to show, I am here to do nothing to harm you. Baby girl, I love you for a lifetime. You're always on my mind. Oh baby, just cry me. How can I love you if you're so far away? And how can I show you that this was meant to be? I gave you everything, my heart and my ring, but you're so far away. Girl, you're so far away. How can I love?
Oh my goodness. I gotta shout out Mr. Claude Collins. Oh my word. I was tracking you down the other day, man. And I even saw wifey at the funeral up there in New York. I gotta give you a call. I think she did give me your number. So my bad, I haven't called you yet. But it's so good to see you on the feed, Mr. Collins. Hope all is well, man. Say hello to all of you for me, all right?
All I need is just to be by your side. If you're
well, even if you're not in your turn, do it.
I got to be the one who give the love in your life because I need it, girl.
Hey!
I'm not no Michael Jackson, but I swear, baby girl, I wanna rock your world. Oh, yeah. Now why are you been pushing me?
Simple Ratigan.
Baby,
how can I?
To stay, but, oh, how can I love you? Oh, baby. How can I love you? Oh, can I love you, my baby? Oh, can I love you if you're so far away? How can I show you that this was meant to be? I gave you everything, my baby. Oh, baby, I gave you everything. Baby, I gave you. I give everything to you, baby. My heart, my mind, and my soul. Take control.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, good evening again and welcome to the Wayne Hall Show. Big up to DJ Dexter, Blake and the crew up there on 101.7, 104.5 FM. Yeah, man, big up. HypeFM, ClarkeTVNetwork, Viscosity Blend, Island Worldwide, Reggae Vibes Radio, Yardflow TV, Energy Radio 1, YouChooseRadio.com, Fresh FM Radio. Those watching on Mixcloud, hello. If you're on Restream, YouTube, IG, or the waynehallshow.com. So many ways to watch and listen. The Wayne Hall Show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, glad you made it this evening. We're going to talk to a guest here shortly. In the meantime, a little Rasa Neely, Would You Love Me?
Oh, yeah. Oh. Now my day's so bright, open my eyes so wide. Now I realize I'm seeing a brighter day. Would you love me if I didn't have all of this? Would it touch me? Would you see me if I didn't have all of this? Would you kiss me? If I told you that you're living a lie, would you ask me why?
I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, I promise you we're going to get back to this Rasa Neely, Would You Love Me? But we got to tell you about one of the hottest events for Halloween in the Caribbean, American Caribbean community period, happening down on the south side. And we got Mr. Smith of Spicy Hill Restaurant, where it's going to take place, on the line. Let me just go down to my show flyers. There it is on the screen. It's called Old School Uniform Halloween Party Edition. And let me make sure you can hear him. Mr. Smith, good evening and welcome, sir.
Good evening, sir. How are you doing tonight? Can you listen?
We're doing good. We're doing well. Thank you for joining us. I know you're a busy man.
It's my pleasure.
Yes, man. Yes, man. But, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Smith is from Spicy Hill Restaurant. And just go ahead and tell us a little bit quickly about Spicy Hill Restaurant. And then we're going to get into what you're doing there on the 29th.
All right. Thanks for having me on. Spicy Hill Restaurant is, the flair of Jamaica. It's a upscale Jamaican restaurant. We do fancy food. We do tasty food. We whet the appetite with your eyes and we tantalize it with your lips, So what we do, with over 20 years of culinary experience, we come together and we try to showcase the really authentic Jamaican flavor in the Atlanta area, which is Southside Jonesboro. And that's who we are. We have a full bar here. We have all different events. So we cater for everybody, all different type of events. Plus, our customer service is second to none. So, everybody walking here, we put a wow on their face.
Good, and a belly full. in their stomach.
Definitely a delicious belly full. Not just a belly full, a delicious one.
A delicious belly full. Oh my gosh, I love it. Yes. I love it. All right, and it's at 1544 Tara Road?
Yes, in Jonesboro, Georgia, and the zip code is 30238.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, and Chef Smith here on the line. Now tell us, man, I see the audience is looking at the flyer. It says anything but bags, old school uniform, 29th of October, down there in Spicy Hill. You got guest artist Kenny Blessing, It's free all night. Talk to us. Tell us about this event.
Oh, yes. It's my birthday. My birthday is Halloween days. But, I'm going to celebrate on the 29th. So, I'm fascinated by Jamaican culture and the things that we do. And I love funny stuff. I love laughter, the jubilance that we bring, even in a party when you go there and people just laugh and have fun with it, and that's what I try to bring back to the South. So, bringing Jamaican culture, to South Atlanta to let them experience who we are, how much fun we have, and, how we know to enjoy ourselves, and celebrating my birthday is a warm moment for me. So, as a chef owner of Spicy Restaurant, I want everybody just to come out and just have fun with it, anything but bags. You just make your bags with anything. There's mystery prize if you come without anything but bags. You can, for example, you make your bag just out of like a boxes or a Dutch pot or a fan, whatever you choose.
Improvise.
Wear your uniform, anything. Just do whatever you feel comfortable, come and have some fun. With Jamaican, we're more into fun than, the Halloween side of it. So we try to elevate it to a different level where, nice. Our culture matches Halloween.
Awesome. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's the information. And Chef Des, you got some good entertainment as well. Music by DJ Metal, the Genius, as well.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
And he's one of the hypest DJs you're gonna hear around town. He keep you rocking all night. You can't sit when he's playing. So that's a must to look forward to. Kenny Blessing is so entertaining. He's so rich. He's been with us from day one. All our events, Kenny Blessing is our main artist. So he will be here also celebrating with us. And it's going to be just a fun night. Enjoy your drink. You're going to be a food serving all night. And it's going to be just a nice time and enjoying mature, relaxing, and fun environment.
Boy, so like I'm going to have to take up my bed and come with you, boy.
It would be a pleasure, man. Come to the south side because you know what, Mr. Wayne, there's not a lot of stuff to do in the south side, So, that's my goal is to just to bring that variation to the south side and what we can showcase as Jamaican. And our culture is just so rich, and I'm just so fascinated and just and I just love our culture. And every time I get a chance to showcase it, I want to do it with all my heart because we have such a rich culture, and I just can't stop expressing it, showing it, and put it on top of the table for the people.
Chef Des, I couldn't agree with you more. Very good. I want to wish you a happy birthday when it comes, sir. And
thank you.
And have an awesome event. Old school uniform Halloween. Ladies and gentlemen, especially if you know someone on the south side, share it with them. And
just come on out and have fun for a little bit.
Yeah, man. And go have some fun, like he says, for a little bit. 1544 Tara Road in Jonesboro, 30238. It's going to be awesome. If you need to ask questions, what's the number to the restaurant, Chef Des?
It is 678-489-8412.
Repeat that, please.
And 678-489-8412. And you can call us anytime, any information you need, parties, events, wedding. We do it all here at Spicy here. We don't hold back. We never say no. We find opportunity to make it happen for you guys. So whatever your needs are, whatever the event is, anything you need, Spicy will always say yes. If we can't do it, we find an alternative for it. Never say no here.
Love it. Thank you, sir. All right.
It's my pleasure, sir. And thanks for having me on your show. And people, come out, enjoy yourself. October, scarf you to the world.
There you go. All right, Chef Des. Big up.
Thank you, my pleasure. Thanks for having me. Bye-bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So there you have it. Chef Des from Spicy Hill Restaurant, man. They're going to spicy up the Halloween weekend. Make sure you're passing through down there and checking out the wonderful event he's having. All right, let me go down here to the flyers again. You just saw that one, so let's get to the next one. Coming up on November 5, it's the Power International Women's Summit. Empower to elevate her game and succeed. That's the theme. Wealth, legacy, and independence for women. Wow. Main speakers, Dr. Joan Wright Good. She'll be a facilitator. Dr. Charlotte Ashman, Natasia Wright, Tamara Gammon. We also have on a panel 5-woman panel. Dr. Fontenot. We have Reverend Dr. Maxine Osborne Foster, Dr. Daima Longman, Catherine Bean, Jasmine Lee. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Saturday, November 5 at 10 a.m., ending at 4 p.m. at the AC Hotel Atlanta Buckhead in the Phipps Plaza, 3600 Wicker Road, Northeast Atlanta. Register. Please register. This is an event not just for women, by the way. Guys, we all need to show up and show up for the women. Register at powhersummit22.eventbrite.com. That's powhersummit22.eventbrite.com, and Powher is spelled Powher. All right. So there goes that event. Let's keep the scrolling going. Oh boy, what else we got going on? Meals on Wheels. All right, shout out to Nanamus and Friends. They are giving you a performance, an annual benefit concert for Meals on Wheels Atlanta. This takes place November 19th at 7 p.m. inside Connect Point, 3755 Centerville Highway in Snellville. Admission, 3 cans of listed food. All right. So look on the flyer good. It have milk, beverage, canned fruits, rice, or quinoa. Okay, I hope I said that right. And admission, 3 cans of listed food. You just heard the list. Nanamos, Cassie, Joan Sebastian, Reconciliation, Ivan Johnson, Tracy, Qualisimba, hosted by Will Williamson. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, the annual benefit concert for Meals on Wheels Atlanta, a gospel event. Please put that on your calendar. It's gonna be awesome. All right, what else we got here? Atlanta Jamaican Association presents their Christmas celebrations, and they say to start the Christmas early with their annual Christmas party, and it's on Saturday, December 3rd from 7 p.m. till midnight at Front Page Events, 8010 Rockbridge Road, 8010 Rockbridge Road in Lithonia. JC, you can go to this one. Music by DJ Extreme. Purchase your tickets online now at $45, and it's $50 after my birthday on November 27. So, all right, that's the AJA annual Christmas party, ladies and gentlemen, taking place on December 3rd, an early Christmas party. Get it out the way, right? And then on the 10th of December, we're going to have the KC Old Boys Association 2022 George Thompson Scholarship Christmas Dance. And it's on Saturday, December 10th, 2022. And, you know, it's going to be a great event. Music by DJ Mealy. And it's going to be at the Falls at Autry Mills Clubhouse. That's the Falls at Autry Mills Clubhouse. Admission is $80. And if you have a question about that, you can contact 470-621-5731. That's 470-621-5731. It's going to be a great event. Message will be delivered by Principal Mr. Dave Myrie. There's a special awardee, Ralston Johnson. Another special awardee, Mr. Basil Watson. And Mr. Ritchie. Where's Mr. Ritchie's first name? Community awardee, Mr. Ritchie. I'm going to have to go research Mr. Ritchie's first name. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. The events that we have on the Wayne Hall calendar for right now, right here on the Wayne Hall Show. Up next, what you're looking at, overcoming, walking into my new light. And let me get this going here. Walking into my new light. And ladies and gentlemen,
recording in progress.
This is the book cover. Okay, this is the book cover for Beatrice Paul and Lordia Pierre-Jean, who's gonna join me next. Miss Beatrice Paul joining me next. All right, and when she gets here, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be talking about her book. We're gonna talk about her book, but more importantly, we're going to talk about her battle with breast cancer, how she survived, and what she's been doing since surviving. You know, she's in her purpose. She's doing her thing. We can't wait to hear about it. So stand by for my guest, Beatrice Paul, coming up next after these messages, ladies and gentlemen. Let me find the messages, and then we'll get into that with Beatrice Paul right here on the Wayne Hall Show.
Christmas 2022 in fine style at the Mikey Sparkle Christmas Party, an all-inclusive dinner and dance affair, Saturday, December 17 at the fabulous Grand Palais Banquet Hall, 3540 Club Drive, Lawrenceville, Georgia, 30044. Doors open at 8 p.m. Dinner at 10. Live performance from the legendary Lukey D.
When your legs don't work like they used to before.
Backed by the SWAT Band, Bugsy Bam Bam, DJ Carlton, and DJ Cold Rice on the ones and twos at Mission 60. Sound by First Love. Catering by Jay's Caribbean Cuisine. Tickets at MikeySparkleOnline.com. Park proceeds to the United Friends of Highgate St. Mary. December 17, Grand Palais Banquet Hall. The Mikey Sparkle Christmas Party 2022. Have a sparkling Christmas. Don't miss it.
A Long Way, the brand new album by reggae legend Errol Moore. A Long Way features the big hit song Karma.
Karma will get you every time.
The title track A Long Way.
Came a long way, and we still got a ways to go.
Reasons to Love.
Mama gave me every reason to love.
Rastafarian Soldier.
In the army of Jah, I live. In the army of Jah, I reign.
And many more, including Can't Make You Love Me, Wide Awake in a Dream, I Like You, and Let the Music Play. Let the Music Play by purchasing your copy of the brand new album by Errol Moore, A Long Way, available on all digital platforms. You can also visit islandgroove.com. All right, ladies and gentlemen, good evening again and welcome. Shout out to my listeners everywhere on the Wayne Hall Show right now, and all our affiliates and all of those watching, and especially those who are seeing our screens right now, because on there you will see none other than Miss Beatrice Paul, and she is here this evening to share a wonderful journey with us. And I want to say good evening and welcome to the Wayne Hall Show.
Good evening. Good evening. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're most welcome. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Where do I start? Tell us a little bit about you in general before we even get into the whole journey with breast cancer and all that. Just a little bit about Beatrice.
Okay, a little bit about Beatrice. My name is Beatrice Pierre Jean. I have a lot of last names. Sorry, forgive me. You will see Pierre Jean, you will see Paul, and maybe you will see Setut. I'm originally from Haiti. My parents, I grew up in Haiti, came to the United States in 2000, and started my journey in New York as a hairstylist, and then moved to Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. And I've been here in Atlanta for 18 years, running a salon, being a salon owner, and decided to shift my life to financial industry. So right now I'm a financial professional, licensed financial professional. I'm very excited. And during that time, and actually I do have a beautiful daughter. She's 14 years old, and you guys see her on the book cover. She's also my author in the book, because when I got diagnosed, she was 11 years old, and it wasn't easy for her. So I think it was right for her to share with others out there, especially the young one. You know, parents are going through those things and they don't know how to face it. And through our faith, and she was able to overcome this, and I was able to overcome it myself. And that's the reason, you know, I'm pretty excited to share my testimony with every platform that I find, because that's my goal, to reach out many souls as possible and help others out there.
That's right. And before we get into the details of that, we're in Haiti.
Actually, my parents, they are from Leogane.
Okay.
And then I'm from Port-au-Prince. I grew up and raised in Port-au-Prince, and
Leogan to Port-au-Prince. I love it. All right, good to know. Good to know. You see, I got my Asian viewers, and they're gonna go, I wonder where in Haiti she's from. So now they know. Now they know. All right. So quite an interesting movement there. They say the movement of Jap people. You were New York, then here you are in Georgia, like so many of us. Um, I had a similar path. Left Jamaica, went to New York, then here I am in Georgia now. About what, 18 years. So 2003 we moved here, I think. Now, so it's probably a little more than that. But anyway, good to know. So tell us now. You're an entrepreneur. You've owned your own business. You're now a licensed financial specialist. Uh, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I got to shout out Nadine Ellis for making the connection with you, because I always like to have guests who can come share information that can uplift our audience, encourage our audience, motivate. And even if we're not directly affected by it, we may know someone. It could be a colleague at work. It could just be someone in our circle that's going through something. So thank you for taking the time at short notice to be on the Wayne Hall Show. Where do we start? With the diagnosis? You're going about life, and then wow. Let's start there.
yes, it was a day of October 28th, 2019. It was out of nowhere. It was just I just checking myself,
Mm-hmm.
just touch it a little bit, and then next thing I see something abnormal,
Right.
and it felt like a rock. It doesn't
Ooh.
feel like a regular tissue. It was like hard, like a bun in your breast. And that
Wow.
day, I was like, I didn't say nothing to my daughter. I didn't say nothing to no one. I just called one of my friends. She's a nurse practitioner. And I said, listen, I see something weird on my breast. Can you check it for me? She said, come over. And she's in Lawrenceville. I drove and go see her. Soon she see it, I was like taking picture while she was doing it. And then she said, you need to be in the hospital tomorrow. I
Oh,
said,
wow.
she said, but she didn't say too much. She said, you need to be in the hospital. But I said, you know what? I had a client waiting for me in Florida. I have to travel this week. So when I come back, I'll go to the hospital. She said, nope, you're going in the morning. Soon you drop off your daughter to school, you're gonna be in the hospital, and I'll make sure I'm on the phone with you. And that was the way my journey started. She said, you need to see your primary care first. And I decided I went there. She stayed on the phone to make sure I drop off my daughter to school, and then stay on the phone so I can get to the doctor's office. When I got there, and I went to the urgent care because it was early, they start checking it, and they made the same face that she made.
Oh, wow.
And I already know right in there something wasn't normal. And I called a couple friends and I told them, I think, something is not right. But the nurse said, oh, I'm going to give you schedule for you to go to, no, she said for me to call to schedule for my mom to go to the hospital and get a mammogram done. And I said, okay. And next thing she left, she never came back. And when she came back again, she said, oh, I already scheduled that. Gwinnett Hospital is waiting for you right now. So
Oh,
you need to be
wow.
done.
Is
And I
that
was like,
serious?
it was that serious. And then I said, what time? She said, it was like almost 11 o'clock. She said, they're waiting for you at 12:05. So I was like, okay. I started making phone calls to tell people to pick up my daughter after school, and I don't know what next. So I made it into the hospital, and everything else was a story.
Oh, my goodness. So at what stage was it at this time?
So when I got there to the hospital, they start checking everything. They start going in, and they did the mammogram. They went back again. They went back again probably 3-4 times. I was crying. I was in tears. It wasn't fun. And then
Wow.
they at the next day, because they cannot make a decision because I had a primary care. At that time, they said I have to see my primary care. So the next day, I had to go see her first so she can decide if I can get the biopsy done. So the next day when I went to see her, she said, I need to come right away. Everybody, nobody saying nothing. They kept seeing me right away. So the next day on that Wednesday, and I went to see my primary care, and she checked my lymph node and everything. She said, "Is that her too?" I said, "No." She said, "Okay, yeah, you need to go see them right now. They need to schedule you." And it already transferred. The cancer started spreading and everything. So right away they called the hospital so they can see me right away. They say they don't have any opening. It was during COVID. COVID just started. Things
Oh,
was hard. And they was like, they cannot see me. On my way home, they said, nope. They called me back in. Can you come tomorrow? And the next morning, that's when I went back, and
the biopsy.
I had to experience something. I said every day, I did not want my worst enemy to go through this. I had to
Wow.
do 3 biopsy in one day to take that tissue off my body to get it tested. And then 3 days after, I have to go back to get another 4th one.
Ooh.
No. So it wasn't easy.
Wow. Wow. That alone is not for the weak of heart. Oh my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm speaking with Miss Beatrice Paul. She said she could also be Beatrice Satou.
C'est tout, Jean.
Pierre-Jean. All right. Port-au-Prince 80. And just sharing her journey with breast cancer. And already I'm overwhelmed because oh my gosh. 3 biopsies in one day and a 4th one the next day. Ouch. Oh man. So you get all this done, and how long did you have to wait?
So when I got the first one done, I had to wait for the result. It was October 30th, and I have to go back for the result on November 5th. So they had the same day I had to get that result when they came in. But during that process, and I've been praying and asked God for direction, because the one thing I heard too much, and I see some of my clients, they went to chemo and I see it wasn't fun. So I was worried about my daughter and what's going to happen next. As a single mom at that time, I know I had a red flag, and most of my family live in New York and Florida. I don't have family in Georgia. So it was kind of tough for me to see, okay, God forbid something happened to me. Who's going to take care of my daughter? Who's going to do this? Who's going to do that? So when I went back, I started praying and asked God for direction. And one thing as a Christian, and I didn't have a dream. I don't have nothing, but I felt it in my spirit. My spirit, God just put it in my spirit. Just like Malachi saved the king's life in the book of Esther, and they say they have to put it in writing. That's the same way the cancer going to be in writing in your body. I didn't even have the result yet. And the day that I went and got the result, and they were like going down the bush, they're going around. I said, okay, let's go. Give it to me. Give it to me. I'm ready. I can get the punch and everything. So when I started talking, and then the doctor came, they were like kind of shocked because they thought, she's going to be sad and everything. But I was happy. I was like, they don't understand. And then right away when they came in, and she said, okay, the 3 biopsy we did, it was breast cancer. It tested positive and this and that. And then one thing I did, I remember, and I lift my right hands up and I say, Lord, thank you for choosing me to be part of your journey. And everybody was like crying, and they were like shocked. They were like, how in the world she got a news like this? She's smiling. And I just like, Lord, thank you for choosing me to be part of this journey, because I know this battle is not mine. It's for somebody else out there. So it's not my battle. So I say, Lord, just give me, the only thing I say, give me strength. Hold my hands, because I know I would never know how to get to the end of that tunnel. But you are the one who's going to lead me to that. And he did.
So I'm sorry if I missed it. Did you say what stage it was when you
It
got
was
the?
stage 3.
Oh my goodness.
And it was almost stage 4. It was and it was a fastest growing. It was HER2 positive, and that one it just like because even though you hear breast cancer, there's so many type of breast cancer. So this one, it's just the scary one. It can kill you right there because it doesn't just sit there. It spreads. Just like you see when a woman pregnant, they have milk on the breast and the baby just sucking the milk. That's the line where the cancer cells spread. So you look at the X-ray and you look at the mammogram and all of them, you can see the little dots in there.
Wow.
So it's already spread and it start going to my lymph node and everything. So you can say it feel like a rock in there.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
Whew. What an experience, ladies and gentlemen. Miss Beatrice Paul sharing her, battle with breast cancer. This is Breast Cancer Awareness Month for those who may not know or just didn't recall and probably trying to put this conversation in context. Beatrice, so you got the diagnosis. You know what's going on now. What was next for you? I know you showed great faith. You're deeply spiritual, thank goodness. How were you able? What was it like after that?
After that, it was kind of I was praying still, even though I know it was, God is with me on this, but I need to know the step of the way because my concern first, as a hairstylist, my hair was beautiful and everything. So I don't know what next, how my hair gonna look like, how I'm gonna look with a bald head. And then that was another concern. And my daughter too. So the next part is I'm just like, I was like, I don't know how long I'm gonna be going through this. And my worst enemy was the chemo. I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna look. I'm gonna deal with the chemo. And one thing I remember when I went there, the doctor said she should break down everything. And I understood everything she showed me. And one thing I said to God, I said, Lord, she said, if they have to process the insurance first, it would take about 14 days.
Oh.
I say, if the insurance approve, that means you allow me to go through that process. If it's not approved, that means you don't want me to go through that process. And when they called, because the way it was so aggressive, they said, I have to, if they can approve it right away, they wish, I have to start treatment right away. So I told them, trying to call the insurance company, see if they're gonna approve it right away. And when they called, they said, unfortunately, the least they can do is 13 days. So within 13 days, they can approve it. And in 13 days, I was like, okay, God, I'm still believing in you because I know if they don't approve it, I'm not doing it. I will tell them straightforward, I'm not doing chemo. So that was on, I think it was on Tuesday, like around 3:00 p.m. 8:00 on Wednesday morning, they called me. The insurance already approved for the treatment. They say that never happened before.
All right.
And then this is how I started. And one thing before I go further with this, I want to tell people, because at that time I was 38 years old.
Wow.
So 38 years old and people under 40, you don't do mammogram under 40. So you will never know if you don't do breast tests on your own. You have to make sure you take care of your body. Even though you're rushing, going to work and everything, please try to do that. Press it. See what's going on in there. Because this thing is a silent killer.
Oh my goodness. So what's the recommended age for mammograms usually?
40 years old.
40?
Yes.
Okay, so here you are, not even 40. So I guess women just can't take anything for granted in general. Even if they won't do the mammogram, you gotta be able to do that self-examination. Like you said, wow. Oh man. So your daughter in all of this, Tell us about that. You mentioned she was 11-year-old. She's on the cover of the book. Yep. Beautiful photograph of you and her that the audience is looking at right now, by the way. So tell us, how were you able to navigate? Is she an only child at the time? Was she an only child at the time?
The only one.
I'm sorry?
She's still the only one.
Only one. So how did you? I understand the dealings with the hospital and all that, but what must it have been like with an 11-year-old daughter?
Watching her, that was the most painful thing for me, because every time she come to my room and check on me, I'm just like, every day I'm looking at her, she's losing weight and she's getting skinnier and skinnier and skinnier. She did not eat, she did not drink, and she even one day she came up to me. I say, her name is Lordia. I call her after God's name. I said, Lordia, can you please do me a favor? If you want me to heal, you gotta eat. Every time mommy see you, mommy is in more pain, because seeing you is hurting me. So she said, Mom, I have to fast for you. There was a day, now they changed school through a virtual and everything. So she just like become my mother in the house. She will come every time she have a break. She will come and check on my room, like check on me, make sure that I'm doing good. So one day she said, Mom, today I'm not eating anything. I'm not drinking. I have to fast. I said, for what? She said, I'm fasting for something. And she said, she started fasting. And she will be fasting. I don't know what she was telling God, but she did say something. One day she came back to my room. She said, Mom, you healed. I said, what do you mean I healed? She said, yes, God told me that he healed you because of me. I said, I don't understand. She said, yeah, God said he healed you. And a couple of days after, I have a friend, and her and her husband came to see me, and they were praying, and the husband asked for her to come to the room. And when he asked for her to come to the room, and he said, every time somebody comes here to pray for you, they got to pray for your daughter because she's going through the same thing. He said, because your healing is coming through her.
Wow.
And she just told me that. And I was on tears.
Wow.
He said, your healing coming through her. Because at that time I can pray, I can fast. But every morning I woke up, God give me a song, a praising and worship song. But she was the one who was fasting.
And I just had to put the cover up again because you hear this, and that whole book cover takes on a new meaning. Takes on a whole new meaning, honestly. So I had to put it up again real quick for the audience to see. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness, Beatrice. You're a strong woman, man, because you're still here telling this. So you went through the treatment, and how long did it take before you got clearance that you were good?
Actually, it's a long journey.
Okay.
The first cycle, they told me I'll be doing 6 cycles of chemo. So the first day, everything happened for a reason. The first day I was supposed to go for treatment, and I was still scared going through that journey, because that day it was supposed to be about 8 hours of treatment, because they have to give you a lot of fluids, different, break it down. Some of them would take this one is 4 hours on his own, because I was on 4 different drugs, and they were putting some heavy drug on me. So that day I got there late because my friend and we had to take my daughter to school, and we got there late. Due to that, so they didn't give me the whole entire treatment. I ended up doing 2 treatments. And the second cycle, every 3 weeks, I have to go back. The second time I went there on time, they give me the whole thing. That second treatment damaged my heart.
Oh.
My heart went down to 35%. And I was telling them I can breathe. And during that time, I'm telling you, all the side effects you can imagine, I experienced them. everything, sickness, everything. And within 2 weeks, I lost 20 pounds. So it just like, it was so hard. But one thing I keep pushing my faith. I say, Lord Jesus, you did it at the cross already. You say it is done. It is finished. So therefore, I know I'm going to make it through. So that 2 weeks wasn't fun. So I had to stop chemo now for six months. So now I have to go see a cardiologist. All the cardiologists that I went to see, I mean, they scheduled me. It was during COVID, they don't see new patient. So nobody want to see me. Here, my heart is going down. So I can breathe properly. When I sleep, I'm in pain. My chest is pulling and I wasn't comfortable. So thank God there was a Jamaican doctor. He was on vacation in Jamaica. He said, okay, I think I can see her when I get back in town. And when he came back, he was able to see me. He can't believe it because seeing me, he thought like I was a kid going through that. When he looked at my chart, he was like, whoa, that short of time she went through all this. And then when they did the cardiac test and they see, it was like my heart went down to 35%. And he said, you know what, sis, let's pray. And that was the only physician who hold my hand and start praying for me. He said, we're going to fight this. And he put me on some medication, checking with me and everything. And after 6 months, I was able to go back to chemo. But they still tell me they're going to try to reduce the doses, but it wasn't easy. But it still get me sick. So I had to do 6 cycles. And right away after that, they say the tumor went away. I remember in December 2019, while I was sitting on my bed, 25th, 2019, and I heard a voice say, touch your breast. And it was 90% of my breast was cancer. When I touched my breast that day, I didn't find nothing. I started screaming. I started calling everybody in the house. I said, can you guys come and check for me? Because
right.
You can feel the rock in there. And they said, what's going on? Because I was on the phone. I heard the voice 3 times say, touch your breast. And it was in Creole because I speak Creole, French, and English. So it was in Creole. I heard the voice said it to me. And I touched it. It was gone. And I remember when my oncologist, I went back after Christmas and she asked me, what did you do for Christmas? I said, oh, no, I don't celebrate Christmas. And she said, oh, really? I said, by the way, I did something for Christmas. I said, the Lord asked me to touch my breast and I did touch it. And I did not find the tumor anymore.
You got a strong sense of humor in spite of everything.
And then she started touching it. She was like, whoa, what is going on? She can't find it. And right away, they started testing a lot of stuff and they did not find the tumor in my breast. So that was the time that, things start changing and they asked me for surgery. And I said, I have to slow down on this. And because after surgery, they say I will have to go back to chemo. I have to do radiation and do all that. I said, no, let me take a break right now. And I did take a break. And I'll let you ask me more questions. So,
ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to Miss Beatrice.
I'm going to tell you the whole book right here tonight, too.
I know. And speaking of the book, let's take a break from this right now. Let me show them the book cover again, ladies and gentlemen. Overcoming, Walking into My New Light. Let me go see if we have any comments from the audience as well. So there's the cover of the book. And let me come back to Beatrice. Let's see. Wayne, blessings to you and your guests. Good evening, JIIFSC. Hello, Mr. Garma Cook. Alana John says, God is good. This is a testimony for real. Janice O'Shea says, giving God the glory. Her strong faith pulled her through, here to continue to walk through her light. And I see Andrea showing prayers. Okay. So Violet White says, sending prayers for you. All right. Let's talk about the book. I know the launch is coming up early in the new year. So let's talk a little bit about that, the book itself. So the title is Walking Through the Light. That's a recent project. Is it complete 100%, or you
It's
just?
not complete. That's the reason.
Okay,
So
okay.
I said people who do pre-order,
Yeah,
the name will be on the back of the book because we're still working on it. And
got you. Got
yeah,
you.
the book, I wasn't planning to write anything,
Mm-hmm.
but I know God will put people on my way, which is while I was going through the whole process, it was bringing people like new cancer patient to me. So I'll be talking to them. And when they see me, you can tell I was fighting cancer. You can tell I was coming from chemo. So I was still looking good. So it was on Facebook. It was somebody, like a couple of people reach out to me after I finished radiation. And by the way, to fast forward, I had to do surgery because
Okay.
back in 2021, I keep doing like the breast test again. And one thing I did, like during that time, I changed my diet. I start eating vegetables, organic, and doing like cut everything, sugar, everything, red meat, everything. And back in 2021, I start eating everything again. The tumor start growing again. So,
Wow.
so now I really realized it was from the food because they did the genetic test. They don't not find any trace of cancer on my family. So it was from food because soon I start eating everything again, it came back. So at that time, soon I realized that I rushed to the hospital, and by February last year, so they had to remove my breast. When they
Mm-hmm.
removed it, and I had to do radiation now and chemo, now I had to do 14 cycle,
Oh, wow.
14 cycle of chemo, and I had to do 30 radiation every day, Monday through Friday. I was drained. This day I can't even hold my body between chemo and radiation. And there's days I had to do chemo and radiation, one in the morning, one in the evening. So during that time, so I had it when after I did surgery, so it
Yeah.
was hard.
All right, you take a moment. Let me show the audience that beautiful cover of the book, Overcoming, Walking into My New Light, talking with Miss Beatrice Paul. And the young lady next to her on the book is her daughter, Lordia Pierre-Jean, who was 11 at the time and a significant symbol of strength to her mom in overcoming this. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna come back to you, Miss Beatrice. I gave you a moment there, because this can't be easy, and I really admire your courage in sharing this, and we thank you. I think I want to get more into how you think your book and your message will help with the wider population to be more aware of how breast cancer can impact us, and you know what can we do. You talked about the food, you've talked about your age being under 40. What's the implications of your journey in terms of how other women could possibly try to protect themselves? What's your spin on that?
To protect, I think, these days, most of the stuff we eating, whatever tastes good, that's what's not good for the body. And because I'm a testimonial of it, because when I control my diet and I was doing very well. When I went back to everything, it went back again. So people have to control themselves. And sometimes I remember there was a time, and I have a friend of mine in 2014. She said, B, you need, she had thyroid, and the doctor told her to drink alkaline water because
Okay.
alkaline water, it's very good. The cancer cells doesn't grow where
Right.
there's alkaline. And when I went to the store, alkaline I was like, this water is so expensive. So I'm not going to spend money that much. And it's been 3 years. I've been drinking my alkaline always.
Oh, wow. There you go.
I've been drinking my alkaline because, now I see the difference and I can't even stop it. And, it's very expensive to make sure to do those things. It's very pricey, but, dealing with the sickness or dealing with your health, which one is better?
Yeah. You're going to leave the money anyway.
Definitely. If you have it, because sometimes people, they have to have GoFundMe for them too.
I know. Or, yeah, if you have it. If you have it.
Mhm.
Wow.
So to get back about the book you mentioned earlier, the reason I come up with the book, it's the day that I finished radiation. The night before I was playing around, I said, man, I don't know what dance David did in the Bible, but I need to have a dance. I need to have a dance because when I finish radiation, I'm going to dance. So my daughter, she went with me during that time. And then she was like, I said, I'm going to have my TikTok. That was the first time I did TikTok. And, and then I said, yeah. And then during that time, I think we recorded 4 or 5 times. I say I didn't like it. But when I was leaving, going to the car, she said, Mom, can we just try one more time? And then she tried it. I said, well, I'm not doing anything else. And I was going backward and I was dancing. And then while I was dancing, and then she said, that's perfect, Mommy. And then we posted. And there was a lady on Facebook. She reached out. She said, I don't know you, but while you were dancing, I saw something. I said, there was angel dancing with you. And she said, I don't know who you are, but God is with you. The Lord just told me you went through that sickness. I don't know what it is, what stage it was, but God said he's with you. You have work to do. You have book to write. You're going to reach out to many souls. And this is where it started. And she said, there's a lot. I cannot say a lot because I want you guys to go read this book when it's ready. But this is where my journey started about the book. And this is when, and first I still didn't start it. And I still was like kind of holding back and see when, because that was the main thing. I didn't know when. I know I have to do it, but I didn't know when until during my birthday. My birthday was September 17th. And I say, you know what? I've been sleeping on this. And I make a declaration. I say, I have to declare it. I say, today, since you guys all come together to celebrate my life, and next time I want to see everyone, it's for my book signing.
Awesome.
All you see right now, that was from September 20th to now.
Wow.
That's
month.
about a month.
That like putting a year into a month.
Yes.
Oh, Beatrice, congrats on the book. All the best with that project. I know these experiences can bring out the best of us and the best in us. And sometimes the ultimate way to show it is to leave something on record. And you have a lot to leave on record, man. You have a lot. And I look forward to reading that book. I truly appreciate you tonight. If there's something else on your heart that you'd like to share before we wrap up, please do so.
The only thing is just like, be happy, be who you are, and live your life, because don't let nobody hold you back. Because sometimes people can be in your circle, they're unhappy, they're trying to put that around you to make you feel depressed and unhappy too. But if I didn't choose to be happy right now, I don't think I will be here. And also, before we leave, we're talking about breast cancer. Make sure you properly protected yourself. As a financial professional, no matter what's going on, how much God I have in me, if I wasn't properly protecting myself, right now, depression, I'll be probably homeless. Depression probably killed me already, or so many things happen. And I remember someone called me when she found out that on Facebook that I was diagnosed. And she said, we have to open a GoFundMe for you, because how you gonna do it? I said, listen, I don't eat my seed, I plant my seed. So therefore, I don't need a GoFundMe. So, and I'm in my office right now. So this book, that's really saved my life, saving your future. So when I learned about the financial foundation, the financial concept, So that really helped me because a lot of people believe just to build the financial foundation upside down. They start with investment and more. So, but I did it that way. So when I build my house, this is my life. This is Beatrice right here. Everything here can be replaced, but Beatrice cannot be replaced. Beatrice is the protection. I had to protect myself. So when things like this happen, so nothing can budge me. So, and that's why I'm grateful for what I do. And I'm so happy that I choose to leave the hair industry to financial industry, because hair right now, I didn't do hair since 2019, but I still helping people. I'm still saving lives in the financial industry. Thank you.
What's the number to reach you for the financial industry? Let's say we want to consult with you about that.
So my phone number is 678-755-1837.
Okay. All right. 678-755-1837. Wow. What a conversation and what a testimony. You're a strong woman, Beatrice. Let me see if we have any more comments there. Positive thinking, self-care, that's the key, says Violet White. Hello, Violet. All right. And, all right. It's, okay. Just seeing someone. Okay. All right. Very good. Beatrice, thank you for your time this evening. We truly appreciate you. We wish you Godspeed in all you do. And ladies and gentlemen, if you want to talk to her again, it's 678-755-1837. You have a wonderful rest of your evening. And thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. It was a pleasure meeting you. And I'll look forward to see you more.
Definitely. Most definitely. You take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen, those of us still with me on the Wayne Hall Show. All right. Okay. Let's see. Are you still there, Beatrice? If you didn't go yet, someone just asked to repeat. Let me see if she's still here. Beatrice is gone, man. She didn't joke. All right. I'll get the information. As a matter of fact, I might have it here in our exchanges. Let me see. Coming to you, Miss Janice. That's a very good request right there. Let's see. All right. So, pre-order your copy now. Okay. So to pre-order, all right, you can. Okay. Don't miss the opportunity to be part of it. Pre-order your copy now. So she basically put $ Beatrice, PAULSTORY. So it's $ Beatrice Paul Story. That's Cash App, or Zelle 754-208-9083. I guess that's where you would send the payment, and from there she would have connection with you in order to get you and have your name on the back of the book. Those who pre-order, their names will be on the back of the book. It's pre-order $14.99 if you do that today. All right. So the book launch is January. All right. Hopefully that helps, Janice. Okay. All right. Very good, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. And just like that, it's wrap-up time, huh? Okay. So this is where I'm going to say, live and let love. Don't forget, the only way to start at the top is if you're digging a hole. And you should always look around for something great and praise it in life. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. It's always a pleasure to have you on the Wayne Hall Show. We're not quite done yet, but I just want to tell you, next week we'll have another great show lined up for you, more guests, and lots of good music like we had tonight. Again, don't let Facebook stop you. We have too many ways for you to enjoy the Wayne Hall Show. There's YouTube, there's Mixcloud, there's Restream, there's Instagram, and there's the waynehallshow.com. be sure to check those out if you're having issues on Facebook. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what's a good song to play after this? Oh my goodness. Any requests? Anybody want a certain song after this conversation? I don't know what to play to get out of here this evening after that conversation. Man, that was oh boy. Let me play this to get out of here tonight. Lest I forget. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your evening. And please join me again next week, same time, same place, on all these blazing stations for another edition of The Wayne Hall Show. Until then, walk good and see ya.